Our live people, hello, long time no stream. So guys, I wanted to let everybody know this because I feel pretty confident in my abilities that I can pretty much at will get over 1,000,000 points for the most part, unless I'm having a really bad day. Hopefully we're not going to have a really bad day. This is going to actually be a submission. I'm actually gunning for second place on the Rank D tournament Galaga track for MAME on Twin Galaxies. The score to beat is 1.317440, so 1,317,440 points. Let's go ahead and do this, people, without much further ado. Let's actually restart there. Nope, not that. I don't want the terminal window in. Want to let everybody know that I'm accomplishing this score attempt on a Linux machine here on my Super Rat rig, my Dell Precision T7500 with two Intel Xeon processors, X5675s, running at 3.067 gigahertz per core, total of 12 cores, but really you can't really call it a 12-core computer because it's two chips, and, well, having the chips split, it's not as efficient. It's still badass. It's still an awesome computer, but it's not exactly the same as a 12-core computer, one 12-core chip, which would be a lot better and all that stuff. I can only dream. Eventually I'll get there. But anyways, on 48 gigs of RAM with an NVIDIA GTX 980. Had to think about that. Let's restart. This is going to pause the IMP file. And let's get us a fresh thing. We got Rank D tournament. 5 lives. Let's get going. Get my television cinched up here. Mr. Jordan Dorrington, I'm going to just go ahead and do this. I feel confident in my ability. I'm going to get second for Rank D tournament for Twin Galaxies. And everybody, the person who's joined here, I have to congratulate him on his 5 million tournament game there. Turn that down a bit. Now it doesn't feel like I'm shouting. Anyways, I have to congratulate Jordan Dorrington on his Rank D tournament 5 million point game there. Oh wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm playing as player 1. I need to die. Yes, whenever I play, I can never ever make it as a first player. In fact, I'm notoriously a bad Galaga player whenever I play the first player. Jordan, feel free to chat. This is going to be just basically kind of a casual run. But, you know, I was looking at Twin Galaxies and all that, and I saw that second place was that score there, 1.3 million. And, might as well. Guy threaded the needle there. Jeez. There we go. So how's everything been? Jordan, you still on, man? How's everything been? Middle here. Let it go. Ah, threaded the needle there. Right there. Right there. Hey Mark, how you doing, man? Got Mark Schultz in the house here. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. We'll have to have everybody over and all that whenever we get it all nice and set up and all that. It's going to be a while, though, because basically it's going to be kind of a bare house because we are moving from a small house to a big house. Pretty good there. Alright, we got my favorite, absolute favorite challenge stage. I don't know why. Patterns just... Mark, honestly, this is my favorite challenge stage. It's much like the same type of mesmerizing pattern, or I should say the same degree of mesmerization I have with this pattern that I do with your ship recapture technique. It's totally awesome. Oh, okay, Jordan. I hear ya. That's totally cool. Alrighty. What's this one? Green. I always forget what exactly challenge stage I'm on. Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Kind of playing too loose here. You know, tighten up. Ooh, cheat points. Alrighty, we got yellow. Ah. Here we go. All right, right about there. Ah. Hello to my third viewer. Good, good, good. We're on there. Okay. Let it go. Middle. Boom. Goodness. Middle again. Actually getting a little bit accurate, aren't they? Oh, we got a Schultz formation going on here. And do I go perfect on the Schultz formation? Yes, I do. Got it. Let it go. Alright, this is Rock You Like a Hurricane right here. Yes! Ah! Guys, I think I'm playing pretty well, actually. What do you guys think? Awesome. Ah, of course. Haha. Let it go. This is gonna be yellow. I'm drinking coffee because I ran out of bourbon. Alright, I'm going to get some cheap bonus points here. I will take it. Let it go. never ever get set right on the stupid bonus stage. Seriously. Oh well. That blue kind of flew out a little bit strange there. I've never seen that one. Middle. Boom. Let it go. Alrighty. Dang. Boom. Jesus, just need to get to 1.3 million. 5-man. Ooh. I do not know how I got out of that one. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Oh, there we go. Alright. Gotten a little bit better in my ship recapture, actually. But I do know this much. I need to clear left and then go right. Let's get rid of the little nonsense here. Alright. It's coming out right there. Ah! That was no good. Which one is this? It's Mark Schultz formation. And am I going to get perfect on just one ship? I survived the Mark Schultz formation on one ship and I got it perfect. Okay, it's a little bit better there. We got this. Rock you like a hurricane right here. Ah, robbed. Alrighty. Ah. Ooh. Cheap points. I will take it. Which one of this? This is green. Sweet. Alrighty. Boom. Oops. Ah, of course. Well, got close. And I don't feel like going for Dang it. That stinks. Made one bad decision. That's what happens when you have inaccuracy. Just make... It's just what happens when you have one moment of inaccuracy. You get caught. Mark, I don't think so, man. I gotta wake up early for work. Take care of that guy. Ooh. Ah! Got me. Oh, man, that stinks. Maybe I will go again, maybe I won't. I have no idea. It's a pretty good run, though. I have to admit that. Alrighty. Maybe I will. Because just I had that one moment of, oh, what was it? One moment of inaccuracy and all that stuff. So I'll go one more time. And we'll do this. And I'm going to actually turn off the chat. Nope, not that one. There we go. Alrighty. So again, this is going to be trying to get past the 1.3 million mark, which I've done many times before and all that. But I'm going to make this an official submission to Twin Galaxies. My name is Robert Fawcett, aka the Linux River Rat. Initials are RCF. And I am associated with Galaga Forum. And as far as the controller that I'm playing on a PS/2 keyboard. A good old 1987 standard because of the fact that it is the absolute best controller for Galaga on MAME. In fact, it's so good, I got it from Goodwill for $5. Right there. I'll take those cheap points, absolutely. Dang, roll missile got my rhythm messed up there. Ah, I could have gotten those point pressed a little bit there, but I didn't get it. Right here. Hello to my 4 viewers there. I know that Mark Schultz and Jordan Dorrington are 2 of them. Thank you for joining. I do want to let you know that I've got the chat turned off so that I do not have any distractions in accomplishing this goal, so I do apologize. First attempt, it was like kind of warm-up attempt, but kind of serious too. I had a run of bad luck. I got like 1.15 and all that stuff, but I was chatting, having a good time and all that stuff, but well, we're gonna get this. Point pressed a little bit there, yeah. All right. Easy. Ha! Bad luck there. See what happens when a moment of inaccuracy happens? 1 second of it. Ah! Oh well. Ah, looks like it's not going to be tonight. Almost got it and all that stuff, and I've gotten it before. I've got actually IMP files of me rolling 2.5 million, no ship loss. And I got that recorded on Twitch too. That actually happened live, believe it or not. But, time is finite for me. There we are. Oh man, what in the world? That should not have happened, but it did. Let's see what we can do here. Alrighty, here we go. Right about there. Excellent. That worked out a little bit better there. Maybe I can redeem this game. Easy peasy right there. Middle again. Ha Get as many bonus points as I can there. I've gotten 2.5 million on one dual ship. So can I get to 1.3? Aced it, for the most part. And got the cheap points. Alrighty. Mark, this is for you, man. Your stage. Well, definitely not this game. Methinks that I need to probably call it a night. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'll play one more. It's not midnight yet. But I am going to play till capture. Or not. Let's see what we got here. 83.5. One more, guys. Let's see what we got in the chat here. Alrighty. No more screwing around now. Actually, you want to know something? You gotta do this proper. You don't set a record without European power metal. Okay. There we are. Alrighty. Marching on to war, the Crusaders just begun. Stronger than all. Whoa! And all. Middle. Right there for the shoal formation. Yes. Whew. Stay forever. Run forever. Alrighty. We've got the power, we are divine. We have the guts to follow the sign. Love cheap points. Dang it. Got out of that one pretty easy. And, can't wait forever, baby, open me your door. Yes. So guys, there it is, approximately 380, basically, for you know what. For those that are in the know. Uh-oh. Rather be lucky than good. I'll have to remember that one. Ah! That almost seemed like a glitch there. I don't recall. Well, it is what it is. The game decided. Yeah. Not gonna chance it. Ah! Doesn't matter. Ah! I'll take that one. What we got going on here? For Mark. Ha ha ha! Nope. Which one is this? My favorite. Halfway there. Basically. Aced it! Let's see here. Yep, green. Which one is this? This is yellow. Why not point press? Get me to that goal faster. And this is Star Trekkin'. Awesome. Uh-oh. Messed that one up. I'd say I have about another 21, 22 minutes to get to the second place here. Hopefully I can do it. Oh yeah, middle. Gotta get on that one. That's the easiest one. Survive. Oh. No. Ah, it's middle again. Ah! That stupid rogue missile again. Come on, buddy. Right here for the martial formation. Been having a lot of rogue missiles thrown at me as of late. I don't know what the heck the deal is. And whenever you get hit by them, sometimes they count as a hit, sometimes they don't. Thing is, better to treat them like it's a real thing and all that stuff. So, as long as I don't get rogue missiles, I'll be okay. Rock you like a hurricane. Ah! Let's see here. Oh, my favorite. I'll take it. Got out of that one. Green, I think. Yeah. Alright, needs perfects here. About 200,000 more points, a little bit over. Uh-oh. That was luck. Now that was skill. This one is yellow. Luck! Little bit of luck goes a long way. Oh yeah, Star Trek. $117,000 basically to go. Middle. Brain fart. You don't want to miss the easy perfect there. Ooh. We got this. Ah! About 17,000 more to go. 18,000. Oh, yeah. Granted, it took a nice long run. And I'll even go through it. We got it. Yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna turn on the chat here. We got it. Oh, hello Numa 9000. What's up? Thank you. I'm glad that you think that the stream is cool and all that stuff. But yeah, this is not actually my best score. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. So I'm gonna actually use this game to submit it to oh god, Twin Galaxies and all that stuff. I've actually done better this. I've actually gone 2.5 million on my first dual ship and all that stuff. So thanks, Mark. Yeah, I actually want to just this is nothing. Thank you much. I actually am just going to be submitting the video and all that stuff. Thank you, Mark. I actually want to experiment with what the process is for submitting through Twin Galaxies. Is it a smooth process or not? So, you know. Thank you, Numa. I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Wanted to let you know that actually I'm with the Galaga forum, www.galagaforum.com. So if you're a Galaga player and you play MAME or if you play arcade or whatever, just make sure that the settings are ranked the tournament settings. But anyways, yeah. Make sure that's ranked the tournament settings and whatnot, and we can actually get a score verified for you pretty quick and all that. Just remember, if you're doing MAME, we do need you to use Wolf MAME any build past 106. Right now, this actual build is, I think I'm using build 205. And I actually compiled it from source. On my Linux rig, which I've named SuperRat, which is a ridiculously overpowered computer that I built from a repurposed workstation server. But anyways. Oh yes, and this entire stream, this entire broadcast, this entire recording, the encoding, the gameplay, all that stuff, all being done on one computer, which is a Linux computer. Which I believe whenever I priced everything out, I think that last time I priced everything out used on eBay, rounded up to about $680. But in the future, I'm actually thinking about experimenting, because I want to be able to help out other streamers who want to play like Galaga or any arcade and whatnot. What is the minimum specs you need to have a good stream like this? Because I know this much. My rig is like stupidly overpowered. And meaning this. As a gaming PC, it's average. It's like the epitome of average. But for multitasking, like streaming and encoding, this is actually an excellent computer. So this is the rundown of my rig. I have a Dell Precision T7500 with two Intel Xeon X5675 processors running at 3.067 gigahertz apiece. Oops. Both of them running at 3.067 gigahertz apiece. 48 gigs of RAM, and a GTX 980. Probably, I will never ever I love the GTX 980, but for the performance I get out of it, there's really no benefit. But yeah, my streaming, the gameplay, this chat, you know, OBS and all that stuff, it's all being done on one machine. It's being done on that. In the future, I'm going to have to talk it over with my wife, but I do want to help streamers out and all that stuff, because I think the thing is that people have this idea that there's a barrier to entry, and I want to use the power of Linux to actually get people over the hump, man. You know? Now, granted, I will say this. Most people want to play, like, Fortnite, and I get that, and I know that there are Linux users that are busy hacking, trying to get it to Fortnite to perform on Wine and all that, and I know everybody wants to do that stuff, but me, I'm old. I'm middle-aged, dude. I prefer just retro games like this. Believe it or not, I'm actually a big fan of the oh god, what the hell is it? Point-and-click adventure games. Anyways, I'll shut up now. But anyways, my name is Robert Fawcett, the Linux River Rat. Today looks like it's February 14th, so happy Valentine's Day. Put in a boot disk and get a stream machine. Alrighty. Yeah, that is true. I actually have to do a bandwidth check every time, actually. You put everything on a disk? I don't have Windows. I don't use Windows or Macintosh OS. Everything is done on Ubuntu Mate. I run it natively. No, I know what you're saying, like a live CD? I mean, you could do that. It'd be kind of difficult and all that. Not saying that you couldn't. That'd actually be really interesting. Could you do that? Like, if you wanted to save your Windows partition and whatnot, could you do that? But no, Numa 9000. The deal is that I do not do like a boot disk or anything like that. I actually have Linux on my rig here. It is only running Linux. You will only find that on it. But the thing is, though, you actually... You know... Numa, you got a freaking $1 million idea there. I never even thought of that. Have a like... God, dude, freaking awesome! What are you using? What distro are you using, man? I bet... Numa, you've got a... Dude, you need to run with that, man. That's actually a $1 million idea. Considering the popularity of game streaming, that is actually... God, dude, you need to... we're OpenSUSE. Oh, no, I love OpenSUSE. I mean, I've used it a little bit and all that stuff. I mean, right now I'm kind of a poser because I'm doing everything on Ubuntu Mate. Dude, I'm going to say this much. I'm not going to... you need to run with that, like, tomorrow. I'm not joking you. That literally is a $1 million idea. If you can get that going with somebody. Because, yeah, I've never... And then, granted, if I had the... smarts to do it. I'm an enthusiast. God, that is a good idea. Like a live CD or a live USB, you make it like say like a Retro Pi or something like that. Like how people hack their Raspberry Pis to get ready for you turn it on, plug and play, and all that stuff, and you've got like retro games. Obtained legally, of course. Dude, yeah, you've got $1 million idea there. I mean, you need to, like, run, don't walk on that. You need to go pitch that to, like, a venture capital firm or something like that. Because actually, out of all ideas that I have ever heard, that one, think about it. A live CD, like an all-in-one streaming solution, has OBS built in. You build, like, some type of, I don't know. God... That is a freaking $1 million... Yeah, well, if I had the smarts and all that stuff to be able to develop, and if I was in Silicon Valley and all that stuff, I would pitch that. That is actually a phenomenal idea. Yeah, have it... Not sure exactly what I'm not sure exactly which operating system you use. You probably use like some Debian or Ubuntu variant. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if you're wanting to go like all package or something like that, the Linux Mint community or something like that. But dude, that is the, or you know, or dudette. Don't know if you're a lady or not. That is like $1 million idea. Because yeah, you put, okay, you want to stream. You have your computer just built for streaming. You put the live USB in, you boot it up, you turn it up, boot it up, and it's ready to go. And it is so, you make it to where it's like so, what is it? You streamline it to the point to where the computer runs efficiently. That is... And here I am talking. Yeah, turnkey. Like, yeah, you mean like just starting your car. I mean, that's what it should be. Because, like, when it comes down to it, that's something that, yeah. Oh, by the way, I have nervous phrases, and I'm trying to work on the one nervous phrase that I have, which is when it comes down to it. But yeah, think about it. You know, as far as dealing with... yeah, as far as dealing with, like, a solution there. Now, I want to let you know, man, you need to, like, run with that, because I'm planning on getting this posted to Twin Galaxies and all that stuff, and dude, that is, like, a really good idea. But yeah, you turn it on. It should be, like, this is what I've been saying that Linux needs to be. It needs to be plug, play, and I mean, it's getting there where it is plug, play, and go. You know, I did my Twitch graphics with GIMP and all that, and I mean, I'm seriously saying that Linux is getting to the point where it's plug, play, and go, that, you know, there's not going to be that difficult of a transition. Even my wife, who is not technically savvy and all that stuff, I have actually a computer, a laptop that we actually use for streaming and all that stuff of, like, I'm streaming it because other people are providing, but we watch baseball games and hockey games for free, and she's able to use it and all that stuff. But I got it to where it's basically turn on and go. But yeah, if you have an automatic solution, you provide the ISO on this website, whatever you want to call it, like, oh, what would you call it? Something like, some kind of like streaming, I don't even know how to explain it. But the thing is, though, is that you don't necessarily, you know, you could still like use it just on a streaming PC or something like that, like some Core i5. Because that would actually, because that's actually the best solution, is to actually just have a, oh goodness. What is it? Have a solution. Sorry, I'm really getting in the game here. Back in the game here. You make this operating system. You make this streaming. You could call it, I guess, Stream OS or something like that. And it's some kind of Ubuntu or Debian variant or something like that. It starts up and it runs. It's supposed to run on, like, very, very low-powered machines, so that you can help out, like, your streamers that are needing just a streaming PC to get on their feet. They don't have to pay that extra Windows tax and whatnot. And yeah, you have it to where, like, it could interface with a Windows PC, meaning, like, you run an HDMI cable or something like that from your Windows PC, which is the game, like Fortnite, run it into this Stream OS box, that... Like, heck, I could even come up with a solution. If you want a cheap, something that I actually priced out recently on eBay, oh, what was it? A used Dell T3500 with one X5675 chip, 24 gigs of RAM, and a GTX 1050 Ti. I priced that at about... priced it at about $300, but think about that. You don't have to pay for, like, a Windows license key because of the fact that you're using Linux, and it's free. And then, of course, for the model and all that stuff, now granted, you know, whatever way, the open source community makes money and whatnot, which generally I've been under the impression that if they're offering software for free, usually it's the idea of providing a service and whatnot to the customers and whatnot that use it. Or I guess the thing is this, you could actually, if you could get it to work, you know, work with, you know, as a Debian variant, and work right out of the box. I mean, I guess you could charge, like... I think I might be caught here. No, never mind. Oh, no, we go on. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah. Just to let you know, Numa, if you're still on, you definitely need to, like, go and, like, talk to people about that now. And if I had the smarts to do something like that, I would and all that. But I can tell you this much, you need to do that sooner rather than later. Yeah, I know they did. You're absolutely right, they did. I haven't really seen any ads, though, in my, Mate build here. But you are right, I have heard of that. So the question is this Mr. Numa? Or Mrs. Numa, whatever, you know. Don't know, so please do not take any offense if I, you know. If I may ask, what is the operating system? What is the Linux distro that's going to get picked up by Microsoft eventually? I'm a big fan of, okay, cool. So, Mr. Numa, which Linux distro is going to actually get picked up by Microsoft? I'm a big fan of a guy by the name of Brian Lunduke. He's, what was it? He actually made this series called Linux Sucks, which is funny. It's actually a good series on YouTube, very good series, and it's not what you think. It's not about bashing Linux. It's about poking fun at it, but just how many good things have come, you know, in such a short period of time. Like how back in the day we had to get our wireless working via NDIS wrapper, which was a pain. I remember doing that in college. I'm saying Ubuntu eventually, Canonical, will get picked up by Microsoft. But I'm only doing that because of, saying that because of, Brian Lunduke says it. But I know there's, well actually now there's only two big ones. SUSE. Yeah, it does. It does, absolutely. You're absolutely right. You know what I think will happen is this. I think whenever a big kernel build or a kernel release happens and all that, I guarantee you that Microsoft will make the transition of kind of doing what Apple did, because basically Mac OS is nothing more than BSD with Apple's Aqua interface. That's all that it is. Technically, if you can figure out my understanding is, and I may be wrong, if you can figure out the coding of their user interface, you know, if you have the source code, you run that like on a BSD kernel, you know, like what's provided in FreeBSD, or Darwin kernel and whatnot, but the thing is that I think that's what they're going to do, is that they're going to they're starting with compatibility layers. They're going to actually start building apps in the future, specifically for Linux. And then eventually, whenever they decide to switch to just having the Windows theme or whatever on a Linux kernel. Well, that's what I'm saying. They could do something like exactly what Apple did for PowerPC. I mean, they could... You are right, the backwards compatibility with a lot of legacy Windows stuff. You're absolutely correct. But now everybody's doing software as a service. You purchase everything online. And that's my deal, is that it's like, what's the point of, you know, here they're building a compatibility layer. 15 years ago, or even 10 years ago, you would have never heard that. Yeah. I think, honestly, what's going to happen is this. I think you're right. They're building the compatibility layer. They're going to start making apps for both the old Windows NT kernel and for the Linux kernel. But the thing is that they're going to start migrating. All the full features is going to be in the Linux-based stuff, and they're going to slowly but surely get people into that Linux environment. And then eventually they're going to just say, hey, no more support for Windows 10 and all that stuff. It's now based on Linux. And if you want to buy, like, it will still be called Windows. It still will be. But it will be running on top of the Linux kernel. And that will ultimately be funny. That'll be the funniest thing ever. And what Windows will be selling you is of course, software as a service, cloud solutions and all that, which I think they have a cloud division. And the operating system, the way that they will be able to sell it on top of the Linux kernel, which is free, is that they're going to say, hey, you're buying our desktop environment. So instead of it being Mate, or instead of it being, oh god, what is it? You got Mate, KDE, which, actually I gotta watch myself, because there's a bunch of highly sensitive KDE people out there. And I've used KDE, and I think that KDE's come a long way, but it's not my cup of tea. But it's like, you've got Pantheon, you've got KDE, you've got GNOME, you've got Mate, you got LXDE, I think. I think that's still around. I don't know if XSpace is still around, XFCE, but the thing is, you got all these things and whatnot, and I think Windows or Microsoft will just say, this is our desktop environment, it's the same Windows desktop environment, and that's what you're paying for. Yeah, it is hard to predict, I agree. That's a good, yeah, that's a good idea too. No, you're absolutely right about that. Because the one thing about Linux is, the one thing about Linux programs, for the most part, is that they are open source. So if you create a compatibility layer for Windows, that is absolutely correct. If you create a compatibility layer for for Windows, the sourceware, most of the sourceware, almost all of it, I'm sure that there's some closed solutions and whatnot, like the NVIDIA proprietary drivers, which, yes, I use, and all that stuff. I'll have to do penance for that. But, yeah, a layer and all that stuff, and it's all open source, and Microsoft would be able to figure out a way to get it to work. Makes perfect sense. That actually, you want to know something? I think actually what you just wrote, I think that is the right answer. I mean, it's either one or the other. God, it's like I'm playing better talking when the pressure's off. Right here. I'm sure the Twin Galaxies people are going to just be enthused about me talking about Linux. Oh, I'll get 2 mil. Pressure's off. I mean, now watch me, like, die at, like, 1.99999. Hey, Numa, if you want, man, just follow me and all that stuff. It's going to be a little bit interesting because I'm going to actually be really busy in the future because my wife and I are going to be moving and all that stuff. So I probably won't be streaming, but give me a follow, man, on my channel and all that. Really appreciate it and all. So, you know, and then also if you're into Galaga and watching the games and all that stuff, definitely check out the Galaga forum, www.galaga forum. A lot of good guys there. Oop. Yep, there it is. can I get 2 million? I can't remember where I'm at here. Oh, yep. I'll take that. I do want 2 million. I want a nice number. No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because I'll get 3,500 here. Yeah, I'll be able to get 2 million. There we go. I was about to say, it's kind of good that I'm actually ending and all that. I get to work on part of my game that I never really get to practice, my single ship game. Thank you very much, Numa. I really appreciate it. And dude, yeah, that idea, definitely, I'm not going to be running to the bank. And I will say this, though. I'm going to delay as far as, I'll delay 1 week as far as submitting to Twin Galaxies and all that stuff. Because, man, whenever you said that idea, that's actually something that could really go somewhere, man. Like, no joke. Do something with that. Ah! Anyways, Numa, thank you very much for joining in all this stuff. Really appreciate it. 83.4%, not too bad. Definitely check us out on GalagaForum.com. Because of the fact that you had $1 million idea, I'm going to wait to actually submit. In fact, I'm probably going to make this YouTube video private. But dude, run with that. Don't walk. I'm not kidding you. I mean, it may not pan out and all that stuff, but seriously, do something with that. Anyways, thanks, Mark, very much there. Mark Schultz, he's a fellow Galaga player, too. A lot better than I am and all that. So, anyways, this is a Twin Galaxy submission. My name is Robert Fawcett, the Linux River Rat, RCF. The reason why I didn't get to be able to put in my initials is because of the fact that I rolled over to 2,009,690, and of course the game's treating it as if it's like 9,690 that I scored, but it's not. I've got the Wolf MAME IMP file. Numa, thank you for joining. Hopefully you give me a follow and all that stuff. Run, don't walk. Take it easy, Mark. Jordan, if you're on, love you too, man. Take it easy.